smashed on this because I knew we were gonna hang out yesterday. And that's an inside joke that we kind of have. Like, so
Country, she's
town and country.
What is this?
It's just one that one. But it's like a joke because
Between who?
Him and I.
Oh.
Because that's what he always says to me when I drop him anytime. And
what is it?
She's town and country.
She's town and country?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like what he says because I dropped him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I made the joke to like when I wasn't there.
This is what you were gonna smash?
Yeah.
I'm dead. No, we kind of just broke it.
No, it's okay. We'll just get smashed. Do you have a plastic bag?
Actually, I do have one.
Because if not, I just put it in the trash can and just squeeze it.
No, you're gonna hurt yourself. Hold on. I think I do. Oh, I do. I know where. Hold on. And we're recording.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that.
I recorded the whole thing. It's been recording. I'm not even kidding.
That's great.
Okay, but that could just
No, we'll leave it. Leave it. That's actually great. Well, guys,
Ignacio didn't know we're recording. I thought you knew.
No, that was quite a candid.
Okay, so
welcome back.
We're in the same clothes because we're filming the same day, but 2 different types of days. In 2 different types of topics. Sorry, not days. Yeah. So, here we go again.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoy eavesdropping, you little stalkers. But yeah.
All right. Well, to start off the segment, should we start off with a bang?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about Deluluships. So, Deluluships are a very interesting topic because you like the person, but you go Delulu because things are just not going the way that they should go. I've had a Deluluship, but the Delulu part was on me, not the other person. The other person really liked me, and I just couldn't do it. And I got a little Delulu because, just got to push it through, but then pushing it through wasn't a good thing. So then I went a little crazy and ended up ending it for the good part of it. So, yeah, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of coming at me and attacking me, and which is not right because I did it for a reason, and people don't understand. So then ended up them going to Lulu and being the crazy person when there could have been maybe a future, but not actually.
Especially not now, I'd hope not.
Yeah, no, not now. So they just ruined all chances. So when Delulu gets in your mind, Delulu makes you do crazy things and ruins chances for people and puts a bad taste in other people's mouths. What's your intake on Deluluships?
My intake on Deluluships. So, truthfully, I'm not one to develop crushes or anything else too often. Obviously, I can see people and say, oh, this person seems attractive or not, but it takes a lot for me to actually develop a crush. And I have a particular new person in my life who I've been seeing for quite some time. And
not seeing in the aspect of dating.
No, in a very cordial way. And
if no one knows what cordial means, it means friendship.
Friendship in a very nice way. And been hanging out, like we were hanging out a lot individually, just the 2 of us, and then like sometimes with like his friends and whatnot. So we've been hanging out that way, and it was a bunch of things. We had nice conversation topics, and I felt like this person was being somewhat vulnerable with me and like speaking about their emotions in ways that they probably haven't done before because they're not very in tune with their emotions per se, let alone they like explaining them. So like, oh, I think this person could like maybe potentially be interested in me because I guess I am a person who is relatively closed off, as you heard from last week's episode. I am a person who is relatively closed off and doesn't like speaking about their emotions or anything else. I'll be avoidant at all costs and just focus on me, I guess. And in this case, I wasn't. I am trying to be a little bit more selfish, and the selfishness caused this Deluluship in my head and made me construe or make something out of nothing and read too much into it and overthink. But basically, so I kind of went manic, yeah. For lack of better terms, I went manic. And I realize now, after a couple of incidences, I guess we could say, which I wasn't completely in the fault for, but I realized like this person is not the person that I should need in my life because they're not great with reading or understanding me per se, in the way that I would need to be, I guess, in a relationship, and other factors as well that I won't get too much into. Um, but I'm a manic, and I put a lot of responsibilities in this friendship than I needed to because I think I viewed this person as more. Well, I think I did view this person as more and as there being a potential for something. So I, in turn, expected more from him, and that was not given, which is, I think, why made me very, very upset at certain things that were done, or not done. But, we've had somewhat of a conversation and everything else. And obviously, since this is how my brain operates, and I don't get crushes that often, I have to unteach myself not teach, but I have to I don't know, unteach something. I have to get rid of those thoughts and change them basically, and realize I have to treat this just like any other ordinary friendship and not expect more.
Yeah, but that's hard to do when you have feelings for a certain person.
I agree, and I have to learn to get over that. And I think I made it clear in saying I need to leave my area. I know that there's better things out there for me, better opportunities. And as much as I enjoy hanging out with this person and our conversations and everything else, it just probably won't work out well in the long term. I think we are, at least for right now, on different paths.
At least you're willing not to ruin your friendship over it.
Exactly. And I think right now we are on different paths, and I recognize that. And I recognize that I put too much faith in a person when I shouldn't have because I didn't ask for it. So it was a me problem, and that delusionship made me crazy, made me manic. So much so that when I had an event, I knew I was going to see this person after an event. So they were at this event. They were doing an arts and craft things of snow. They're making ornaments and other stuff as well. And I was like, I made one for my house and my family, yada yada yada. But then I was like, oh, I'm gonna see this person.
This is like smash a pumpkin.
Basically, yeah.
But smash an ornament.
Smash them. We
can
do it for
smart.
That's so smart. We should do it for our Christmas party.
We should do it for our Christmas party one.
But yeah, so I made an ornament for this person because, it was of a saying that he always says to me and people who know me or of me, it's a very much somewhat of an inside joke and shit.
I know Ignacio and I didn't know this inside joke.
Well, yeah, it's that. Yeah.
It's a different friend group.
Different friend group, and also I don't really share too much, because then I feel like I overshare. But we're putting it on the internet, so I'm already oversharing more than I would like to. But yeah, so there's a saying on here, and I was gonna give it to this person when I saw them, because we did actually end up hanging out, later that day. But I didn't because I'm just what message does that kind of bring across? It clearly still shows that there's interest and that I'm putting more effort and thinking it is something else than actually what it is. And that shouldn't be the case. So now I'm going to use this little ornament thing. We have it in a Ziploc bag because I don't want to cut my hand.
And I don't want it all over my room.
That too. As a basically symbolic of.
I feel like you're going to cut your hand anyway.
It's fine. Whatever.
Pain.
We're not going to hand a baker. But as a symbolism of how I was feeling and stuff. And my delusional ship is kind of over now. So I hope I don't embarrass myself on camera. Because that'd be so bad.
I hope you actually break it though.
No, so do I. I mean, it's not like glass, it's like cheap plastic.
Yeah, but I hope you actually break it. Go ahead. Yeah, here's time for the Delulu. Oh, that was easy. I was not expecting that to be that easy. Does it feel good? Does it feel good?
Yeah, it feels not bad.
Honestly, I think we should do smash a plate or smash an ornament. We'll write all the feelings on it and then we'll smash it. We should do that. We should do that.
We'll put it in the
when you get
when you get But no, this is actually quite therapeutic. That it's symbolic of all the things I was feeling just uncoming about, and just,
Don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need that toxicity.
I don't. And this is not what life is about, and I shouldn't be thinking of stuff like this and overthinking.
Exactly.
Thinking things that just aren't there. This is what happens when I try to be a bigger person.
Bigger person gets you nowhere sometimes.
Preach. Preach. Alright, finish it done. But
there you go.
There you go. Alright, delusionship is over. I've never actually had delusionship. This is all trash and done.
Good
I
for
don't really
you.
know what this was. I don't even know what this was. But no.
Good for you.
But yeah, obviously delusionships are something that's so common. I feel like it's even more common nowadays.
It is nowadays because no one actually ever wants to commit to a relationship or be in a relationship where they're still stuck up on their ex, which is me. I'm not shitting on anyone for it. I am that type of person. I have relationships that can be blossoming, and I still am hung up on my ex. So it's no one's fault but my own. There are good people out there, but some things just you need to heal inner, and if you don't love yourself, you're not going to love anyone as much as you can or see potential in anyone. But Delus definitely make you go crazy.
Oh, 100%.
They're more complicated because you don't know where you're standing. They're in the gray area. Unless you establish something with someone, then you're always in a Deluluship.
Yeah, I feel like a Deluluship is even worse than a situationship. Because at least in a situationship, you know how things are a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
And you're still the thoughts that you're having in a Deluluship is actually coming about in a situationship, minus I guess any commitment if it's expressed.
Yeah, I feel like situationships more like fucking and hooking up and you don't know where you are with that. But Deluluships, you don't know where you are at all. Do you hook up? Do you do anything, or you're just friends, or what's happening? At least situationships, there's kinda an attraction on both parties, but Deluluships, there's either no attraction, one-sided attraction, too much attraction, obsessiveness. Deluluships definitely more complicated than situationships.
100%, and I don't like living in that state.
That gray area. It's more gray.
I hate it. That state of just not knowing. I can't do that. That's not how my brain works. I don't think anyone's brain works in that. I don't find comfort in that. Which is why I brought it to this person's attention that I think I was feeling.
I like the security blanket. I want to know.
Yes.
I want to know the vibe, what's happening, why am I overthinking? Overthinkers.
Literally.
That's us. So we need the reassurance and we need the validation. And when we don't get that, then we drive ourselves crazy, and then that causes anxiety, and then we cry. Yeah, that's me.
I don't think I cried over this person.
No,
I didn't cry over this person.
Yeah, no, you
not
did
me.
not.
It wasn't me. But I didn't cry over this person, but I definitely wasted many, many hours thinking and overthinking and wanting to cry but not being able to. I even made a playlist. So that's my therapy. I did this a lot in school because I just couldn't cry, but I was super in my feels for whatever reason. Ma'am, we're shooting. What
Sorry.
Was phone?
Sorry.
I did this a lot in school where all my playlists would be super sad but very niche to my sadness at that time. And I actually made a playlist for this person about I don't even know what it was called. It was something about I think it was something about in a delusional relationship that will never work out. Just straight to the point. And I only added probably 6 songs or something to it. But
yeah, but those 6 songs can have a big message.
Actually, so crazy. It's I don't know, because I think I listened to it once on one of my many therapy walks. And that was it.
Wow.
I know, so profound.
Yeah, but sometimes songs just feel like they speak to you.
No, yeah, literally.
Yeah, but I agree with you that Deluluships are definitely more common nowadays than anything else, which kind of sucks that oh my god, it just shut off.
Oh.
Which kind of sucks because it's just not a good generation to be in. I want the Notebook love. I want the even though I'm engaged to someone else, still building me the White House with the wraparound porch and the piano and the blue shutters and waiting for me and telling me to fight and come back and writing me letters 365 days and then end up leaving my fiance for my true ex-love and then having a happy life and then still being there when they're old and have dementia and Alzheimer's. You ever watch The Notebook?
That was too deep. No.
Oh, that's the
Notebook. That's actually the real thing?
Yeah, that's The Notebook.
Oh, sorry, no, I never whoa, that was deep.
And then literally pass away together in the same bed. That's the type of love I want. And if I don't have that, then no Deluluships for me. I would recommend watching The Notebook to anyone. It's my favorite movie. I know exactly what's going to happen. I can tell you the whole thing. And I still cry every single time, no matter what. Sobbing over it. Because it's just so good. We have to watch The Notebook one day.
I never watched
It's so good. Oh my god.
I've heard great things about it, but I've never watched it.
It's so good. I think Nicholas Sparks made it? Oh, I think it is. Hold on.
I have no idea who that is. But no. No, that doesn't sound good. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. It is this this day and age where like deluluships are much more prevalent. I feel like. I think I blame everything on technology. Technology is great, but I'm blaming it on this. We're all too much in our fields, and we see that there's so many options, and there's people that are way out of our league that we'll never get, or never even like communicate with in real life. But we're just holding on to that because it's still an aspect of delusionship.
Nick Cassavetes. I don't know who that is. Whatever.
No idea.
Yeah.
Still, but no. But going to a point you made that I guess is The Notebook. I think very romantic to die with like your partner and the love of your life. But truthfully, in the real world, I would like to outlive my partner. Is that like a hot take?
I don't know if I want to outlive my partner. I don't know. That's like.
Is that a hot take?
You want to live?
I want to outlive my partner.
Why?
Like, I don't know. I just would rather outlive my partner than they outlive me. If that makes any sense. Like I don't know how to rationalize it except the fact that like I don't know. I guess I just want to live longer, or like I don't know.
I don't know if I want to outlive my partner. I want to be The Notebook and die at the same time. I want to die holding hands in the bed. That's what I want. Like actually, yeah, my partner needs to go first because I'll be haunting him. So.
Oh, why are you looking at this waitress?
Yeah, what's going on? Why are you doing that? And like, I'd spit in his food or take a shit on his plate. Like, absolutely.
A ghost shit.
I need to. Actually, yeah, no, I should probably die first, but I don't want to live for like a long time without them. I don't know how people do it.
I would, but I think it's also my perception of like. That's why, like.
So okay, so say your partner dies like early on, knock on wood. Would you go and try to find another love? Like, would you be the Golden Bachelor?
That's actually such a good question. I don't know. I think it would take a lot for me to do that. I think so. If my partner died young,
not young, but like youngish.
Yeah, like middle of life, we'll say. I think it would obviously. I probably have a grieving period. But I'm gonna go to the club and shake my ass the following week. Like we're gonna hold a shiva, and that's about it.
Shiva? That was someone Jewish.
I'm kidding. No, I wouldn't be out the next week. But I think I think if the right... I don't think I'd actively look for it, but if the right person arose, then maybe I would at least see the potential of something else.
I feel like it would...
It'd be awkward.
Depend on how long we're together. Like, if we're together, like, 50 years, like, plus, like, no. Like, I feel like my time's already, like, done. Like, what's the point of it? But then again, like, the Golden Bachelor, like, showed that you can have a second love of your life, and I don't know.
Even if it's only for 5 minutes and then one dies. But
yeah, I know. Like, I don't know.
Sorry,
what
that was
happened.
really gruesome.
Well, they're literally getting married. They're literally getting married January because they're like, we don't have a lot of time.
I mean, that's a harsh reality. Yeah.
They're like, we want to get married and spend as much and make as much memories as we can. So harsh reality. That's true.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. That's But that brings.
And then even older people have Deluluships. Like this, 100%. We thought this woman was gonna be the one. He said, "Till death do us part," and then he chose another woman, and that woman was heartbroken.
Spoiler
like
alert.
at 75, she's like, "Oh my god!" Like Deluluships, even when
that's like you don't want to put that emotional stress on anybody. They could die.
And he did, and he was such a little scumbag over it. Oh, I did not approve of Gary doing that to Leslie. Love Leslie.
Gary, you could have killed Leslie over that.
Literally, she was so sad. Oh my god, she was so sad. It was heartbreaking because like you don't say I love you and then say till death do us part or whatever. And then like she literally went and picked out her wedding dress because she was like, oh my god, I'm definitely the one. She wrote her vows and then he was like, you're not the one. I don't even love you. Shook at that. Like that last episode was bonkers.
I feel so bad for her.
I know. She should be the Golden Bachelorette.
She might. I know what they normally do.
They sometimes do it, but this was the first season of Golden Bachelor, so I don't know if they're going to do the Golden Bachelorette, which they should. Like, why wouldn't they? They have the Bachelor, Bachelorette, Golden Bachelor, Golden Bachelorette.
See, I also feel like it might be difficult for her if she's also, like, that much in a Delulusship and, like, delusional about love that maybe she'll just fall in love with like all like the
She's
Golden
been divorced 2
Bachelors.
times, so she hasn't really had the best
Oh,
luck.
girl, she's probably running out of money. That's why she did this show. She's
No,
getting
she
married
really
for
did
money.
love Gary. She saw it, and we saw it, but it was Teresa.
Maybe she took acting classes.
I don't know.
Maybe she actually and lied about that. It's always a Teresa.
Teresa, she's so. Oh my god, do you even want to see what Teresa looks like?
I'm scared to see, but sure.
Yeah, you should be.
Oh.
Or is she? No.
I'm say because Gary was actually pretty good looking for an old dude.
His daughter looks exactly like him. It was kind of scary. Look, this is Leslie, and that's Gary. And then,
all right.
Hold on.
I mean, she's not.
Of course,
she's
Teresa's
not ugly.
not on my For You page anymore.
She's not ugly.
That's Leslie.
Oh, Leslie.
Hold on.
I'll say. But then while you find that, speaking of like older people, we'll say falling in love and getting married, I think it's such a weird thing of how every.
This is Teresa.
She's not bad either.
No, but she looks better with
her face done.
Yeah, with her face done.
With her face done, a couple of Botox
doesn't his daughter look exactly like her? And that's the other daughter. Yeah.
Well, where are they from? Michigan or something? Iowa?
Yeah, I think Michigan.
People from Michigan are scary.
Yeah.
Great, they're great people. I know many people from Michigan. They're great peoples. You know, sometimes they're just interesting peoples. But no, what was I gonna say? You know, I think it's really crazy in the topic of Deluluships, relationships, but mainly like kind of relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like how it's like kind of like structured in like. So right now we're 21, we're in our 20s. We find everyone that's like around our age range. Oh, they're like good looking, like super good looking, or this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, oh, I could like when I'm older, I don't think I could ever fall in love with anybody because they're gonna be looking so old, and they're gonna be.
Yeah, but
like,
your type changes.
Exactly. Like I think that's like such a crazy concept. Like obviously it's real. It's life.
Yeah.
It's such a crazy concept, but I'm just like.
I know, like we fall in love with like wrinkly people.
I was like, me saying this if I don't do that right now.
Oh, literally.
Hey, be nice.
Sorry.
Be nice. Me with my delusionship of I'm gonna go back to the guy in Italy.
Jen.
Like, hey,
not him. Not
hey,
him.
Mario.
You gotta find someone in Germany.
I did find someone in Germany. Well, I matched recently with a guy in Vienna. And
where's Vienna?
It's in Austria, so it's like it's probably like an hour flight. And I'm just like, you know, he could if he could make the distance. He could come to Frankfurt. Because my on Sunday, my cousin's going on a coffee date with a guy. I don't know what they do. These Europeans are really built different, and they're like not afraid to express it. So maybe we're just in the wrong country, or area, region of the world. But she was on a flight, coming back from Amsterdam or everything, returning back to Switzerland, and this man just says, "Oh, hey, I think you're like really attractive."
Like straight up to her.
Straight up, like, hey, I think you're like a really beautiful person. And then bought her something like wine or something. She's like, here, buy something and put it on my tab on the airplane. And so she's like, okay. So like she had like a thing of wine with him. They cheers. They chat a little bit. And then like to be nice, she gave him her phone number. And then so they chat a little bit. And she's like, hey, just so you know, I'm gonna be in Frankfurt this week. If you're free, maybe we can catch up with a coffee or go for a drink.
Just from you were attractive.
Just from that, then they have a whole conversation. Like just from that, like him being bold enough to say, "I think you're really attractive," and like here's.
Wow,
like,
that's crazy.
Right?
Men in America need to do that.
Literally.
Their pussies.
Me being a man in America who doesn't do that really, unless I'm drinking a lot and I'm at a nightclub. But they did that, and now this guy's coming to Frankfurt from wherever he is in Europe.
Wow.
And he's gonna fly to Frankfurt.
That's a dedicated man.
Right? Just to have coffee.
Coffee.
With my cousin. And I'm like,
that's not a Delulusship.
No, that's not. That's like that could be something there, or it's free coffee.
Exactly. It could either or.
Yeah, but it's gonna be really funny because me and my friend.
Are you guys gonna spy?
We're gonna spy.
Again.
We're gonna sit at a table near them, but like not close enough. And my friend is gonna put a cap on and hide her hair because my cousin was already like, I'm gonna probably show photos of you so you can't be like noticeable.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, that works.
Jen, that's actually really funny.
But like, imagine that. Like, I think if that was more of like the mainstream here in the U.S. or like in general,
not as much situationships or Deluluships.
Yeah, there would definitely be no Deluluships. like people just need to be upfront and honest. Like that's the one thing that I feel like
Scary though.
it is scary. It's really scary. But like you need
I
to
hate.
be like you just need to like bite
You
the
don't need to be a
bullet.
fuckboy.
You don't.
Or an asshole. Or a piece of shit girl. Like, girls are piece of shit too, so.
Yeah, but you just need to bite the bullet and be honest with how they are and have those mature conversations because they're very scary. And you know what? Maybe don't do it sober unless you are a sober person. Then you know what? Stay sober.
Yeah,
Good
I would
for
have to
you.
do it drunk.
That's how I did it. I did it under the influence. Um, but like you have to have those conversations. If not, if that way, even if it doesn't go anywhere, you know how to act around this person.
No.
And that was why I did it because I'm like I need to know how I need to like conduct myself
and how to go about this, portray this.
Yeah, and like I think the main thing that did this to me was we were at a bar and this person was sitting like he was sitting down like at the thing and I was like directly behind him. And I'm like, oh, it would be so cute right now if I just like wrap my hands around. And I was like, but I can't do that because we're just friends.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to like put that there. And then the night that I had the mature conversation with him, I'm like, hey, this is like kind of having feelings. So it is. Like the week prior to that, he like said, come to this restaurant in Manhattan because I was in Manhattan. So I go and I come to this restaurant, and then like he was not mentally present. We can just say, we'll say he was tired. He was just not mentally present. But like head resting on my shoulders, while we were chatting and everything, and like just like avoiding like all three people. Like there was three other people there, and I joined them late. To just because I thought he was alone or something, but like so then I joined late, and then there was three other people there, but literally head on my shoulders and like him and I were just
Deluluships.
Right? Like I'm just like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I'm just like
mixed signals. We don't
right?
fuck
I
with
was
that.
like this. He was like this, and then I'm just like, oh okay. And then chatting, and then he's like closing his eyes a little bit, and then I'm talking with his friends as the head's on the shoulders. And it's like this is like kind of strange.
Yeah, it's weird.
But whatever. It is what it is.
Exciting.
I know, girl, you're tired.
I don't want to eat today.
You did have a long day. I didn't. I literally did nothing today.
I slept till 11.
I got out of bed at noon. I woke up at like 7:30. No, 7 o'clock.
I woke up at 7:30 and fall back to sleep till like 9.
No, I woke up at 7. I just stayed awake. I tried to fall back to sleep, but I couldn't. So I stayed awake and I just laid in my room until like noon. And I looked for 11:30 maybe, but I think it was noon. Then I made breakfast for my mother. Looked for jobs. Applied to jobs. Watched some TV. Ate dinner. Came here.
I had class.
I know.
Alrighty, well, I think that's the wrap on Deluluships.
That is the wrap on Deluluships. I think that was a good.
I feel like this went by a lot quicker than the last one.
I was looking at like the 11-minute mark. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and I looked at it and I was like, 20 minutes already. Jeez.
I looked at 23. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
So that's your wrap on Deluluships.
Yeah, honestly, put your comments.
Yeah,
down
let us know if you've ever experienced Deluluships and what's your intake on it.
Yeah, just your thoughts on anything that we said.
Anyway, we will see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening, Little Stalkers.
Oh, here we go again.